Welcome to the exhibition at Hoppin Gallery. First, I will just be showing the work itself without any commentary. And then after seeing each of the works, I will walk through with you and say a few things about each painting. This painting is called The Cup That I Drink. And of all the paintings in this exhibition, I think it probably addresses the pandemic more than any other work, and was done at the height of the impact of the COVID virus. This painting is called Peach Orchard Hill. It's about our looking at houses and moving to Plainville a couple of years ago, and all the events related to that time and place and people. There's some plein air paintings, an interior called Stove, a painting called World Gets Round, which was done right before Ruth and I went out west. Let's see, what year is this one? I think it's 2020. Yeah, Ruth, Jane, and I went out on a college visit, and it was right before the pandemic broke out. And we went out to see some places in Colorado and California. On the left here is a painting called Overlook Memory, and then a more epic piece called Awards. This one's the oldest one in the show, I think, of the large paintings. That's 2019. It's called Awards. And this is a little plein air painting of Plainville and a couple other plein air ones. Up top is a view of the Hillstead, and then one of the Leaping Frog bookstore, which is in Hartford, Connecticut. This is a painting called Swans of Winter, inspired by Jane's dance and journaling and here and there and other things that occur in the process of painting. This one's called Reveille, and this is from this year. All of these are from the last 3 years or so. Reveille is a view of Farmington, of Miss Porter's, juxtaposed with a sort of cityscape of Manhattan, and it contains people I know and people who matter to me, events of the time, of the months when I was working on that. And this is the most recent painting in the show. This one's called Circling Back, and is inspired in part by landscape up in Massachusetts, Northampton, memories of Bernie Chait and others. There's an element of story in all of these, and it's not always a narrative that I understand, but that somehow makes sense on a poetic level. And this one is called Above the Spring, and it's kind of an homage to or a song about Ruth being out west at UCLA, and our life here in Farmington, Plainville, all of those places sort of becoming one in this tableau, in this space. This one is called a Grandparents' Day, inspired by the event we always had in the past up until pandemic, and we'll have again when grandparents come to campus. And it's always a fascinating time. Here are two plein air paintings. One is called Bryant Park up top, and outdoor service below, and a small memory painting about services at St. James over Zoom, and several paintings here of campus, Miss Porter's, and the new building, or the renovation of the main building, as seen on the left, or in this painting it's up on the right. And then as we come around to this part of the gallery, the Hoppin Gallery here at 71 Main Street in Farmington, there's a little travel suite here in the corner. This painting is called After the Mountains. It was done after Ruth and Jane and I came back from Colorado and California, and it commemorates my getting a speeding ticket while excitedly driving up the mountain road to see the great vistas. Amazing what ramifications there can be for going 45 miles an hour or 40 in a 25 zone. these are also from that trip. That's Boulderado up top, and I think it's Long Beach down below. And then back to this corner where there's the painting called Unionville, which is sort of a family portrait, original family that is, and meeting my brother and sister. That's about it. This is the show that I wanted to put together. Oh, I guess I didn't talk about these two. This one on the left is called In the Light of a Different Age. It borrows its title from the book my mother wrote about the first 10 years of her life. And my brother and I are playing cards at the table. And my daughters are there as well. And this one's called When I'm 64. And then there's a little plein air painting of overlook in Plainville. So that's a little introduction to this show at the Hoppin Gallery that runs from June 13th to July 23rd, 2022. I'm thankful to the people at the Barney Library and to those at Hoppin Gallery who helped me put this together, especially Shauna Shea, who booked this show and was so pleasant, as all the people are here and have been. And I'm thankful to have a chance to reflect on recent work.